5. The quaternity is an organizing schema par excellence, something like the crossed threads in a telescope. It is a system of coordinates that is used almost instinctively for dividing up and arranging a chaotic multiplicity, as when we divide up the visible surface of the Earth, the course of the year, or a collection of individuals into groups, the phases of the moon, the temperaments, elements, alchemical colours, and so on. Thus, when we come upon a quaternion among the Gnostics, we find in it an attempt, more or less conscious, to organise the chaotic medley of numinous images that poured in upon them. As we have seen, the arrangement took a form that derives from the primitive cross-cousin marriage, namely the marriage quaternion. This differs from the primitive form in that the sister exchange marriage has sloughed off its biological character, the sister's husband no longer being the wife's brother, but another close relative, such as the wife's father in the Moses quaternion, or even a stranger. The loss of the cousin and brother attribute is compensated as a rule by magical qualities, such as more exalted rank, magical powers, and the like, both in the case of the husband's sister and the wife's brother. That is to say, an anima animus, a projection that takes place. This modification brings with it a great cultural advance, for the very fact of projection points to a constellation of the unconscious in the husband-wife relationship, which means that the marriage has become psychologically complicated. It is no longer a state of mere biological and social coexistence, but is beginning to turn into a conscious relationship. This happens when the original cross-cousin marriage becomes obsolete as a result of the further differentiation of marriage classes into a 6, 8 or 12 class system. The cause of the activation of the unconscious that goes hand in hand with this development is the regression of the endogamous tendency, the kinship libido, which can no longer find adequate satisfaction owing to the increasing strangeness of the marriage partner.